One of the most challenging parts of the church sign design was the Episcopal shield, and as such, I left it for last. I initially tried to import the Illustrator files directly from the website, but for various reasons this didn't work. I ended up manually doing the drawing over top of an imported canvas. The easy thing to do would just be extrude it straight off of this sketch, which takes no time at all, but ends up flat and quite boring. I ended up drawing a sphere centered around the sketch and took advantage of a feature of Fusion 360 that I was not aware of at the time. Rather than extruding directly off the sketch plane, you can extrude off of a surface, and in this case, it gave me a shield-shaped shield. I added the other features along with some appearances for the colors and got exactly what I was looking for. I created some construction planes and chopped off the back to make it flat, and made a recess in the sign with some chamfered edges, and then dropped the model in. The CNC made pretty quick work of this with an 1/8" bit, but not surprisingly it did leave some pretty significant machine marks. To address this, I resorted to some hand tools. For those of you with a limited attention span, I made this time-lapse of the cleanup process. Unfortunately, I neglected to include any Legos. For those of you still watching, here's the process in a little bit more detail. Using a variety of chisels and gouges, I cleaned up the machine lines, following the grain as best as I could in order to avoid tear out. I went quadrant by quadrant with the chisels, and then used the contour sander by Arbortech. At one point, I broke off a little piece and had to superglue it back on. Not surprisingly, the most technical portion was the upper left quadrant with all the little crosses. Once everything was done, I ended up with a result that kind of looked hand-carved.